All right, so now we're here at the pump tank. We're the last tank in the system that doses the mound. A few things I want to talk about here, specifically while we're working in a northern climate where we deal with frost and freezing issues. So number one, you see a 4-inch leaving here, but yet we're plumbing the pump as a 2-inch. So the code here requires us to span the excavation with a 4-inch Schedule 40 line. What this does is it allows the pipe to not sag if soil settles around the tank. You can clearly see that kind of the excavation line where we cut off, and this is really soft. We had a lot of water coming in this system. So again, this will allow this pipe not to sag when the soil does settle around it. And what you can see here, I don't know if you can catch it, but there is a 4x2 fern coat. And what that does is it allows water to stay out of the 4-inch pipe, because again, we don't want any extra water coming back into the tank. The next step that's equally as important as sleeving your force main is when we come into the tank, we want to be able to put a service loop on it. So what you can envision is this is the 90 leaving the tank. We're coming up in the riser. We have a cam lock quick disconnect, so we can take this apart, and then we're going to glue this to the standpipe coming out of the pump, and this will allow us to easily replace the pump when it goes out, because they don't last forever. But the biggest part I want to point out in this part of the pump plumbing is in this 90, where this line drains back into the tank, because we talked about sloping it back so water doesn't drain. We need water to leave this, so in the bottom of the 90, we drilled a weep hole. This will allow all the water that's in the force main to drain back into the tank, so no water stands in here, because water can't freeze if it's not there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this 90 onto the force main, bring it up. One thing that I've seen from frozen systems is that 90, when you glue it on that pipe, the glue comes into the hole you drilled into it and plugs it. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to run the drill in it one more time to make sure the glue didn't plug the hole. And you can actually see there was some glue and primer in there still. So that would have plugged that hole and not allowed the water to drain. So it's clear now, and we shouldn't have any freezing issues. Put the service loop on, glue these two 90s, and we're done.